The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Hey, what up, YouTube fam? It's Dupree, aka Darth Hater, here with some fresh, brand new Star Wars news for you. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and also check out my last video, because it greatly helps out the channel. So let's get into it. So Baylan Skoll's journey may not be finished playing out on screen just yet in the Star Wars universe. The Disney Plus series Star Wars Ahsoka, late actor Ray Stevenson was in one of his final roles as the villain Baylan Skoll. The character was last seen standing on the ruins of the Mortis God sculpture, teasing the character's story will be further explored in the future. Sadly, Stevenson died before the show's debut, and Ahsoka creator Filoni addressed the situation in a new interview with Vanity Fair. Filoni spoke about the nature of the character, who truly didn't see himself as the villain, while agreeing that there were still a lot of story potential for Baylan. With that said, no decisions have been made at this time regarding the character's future, which would have to come with recasting. Dave went on to say, "He's a person that survived the Clone Wars, that was training in the waxing warring days of the Jedi Knights, just like Anakin. He saw his order, his way of life fall apart, and he's basically deemed it a failure. That way did not work, that it's not something worth resurrecting. He tried to take these teachings that he learned as a young person and create his own way of being, and he looked at the cycle of things and said, enough with this. If I have this power, I should wield it. I should be the one making decisions, which a lot of people with power decide that's the way to go. He's also very certain that what he's doing now is the right thing." On the character's potential future, Filoni added, "Obviously there's a story there. We're in a wait and see pattern at this point, but I'm glad the conversation is about Ray and how great he was. I used to have many debates with him and say, Ray, you're the villain here. And he'd be like, I don't think so. I was like, you know you don't think so, but you are. I love that you're playing with it. You're not." Which is exactly the way Baylan thinks. Stevenson has garnered heavy praise for his performance in Ahsoka, though he hasn't gotten to see much of it, with the show arriving after the actor's death. While Filoni feels regret over Stevenson missing out on the bulk of his adulation, he noted how the actor had gotten a glimpse of it from his Star Wars Celebration appearance. That gave him a chance to see the show's trailer, along with early anticipation for Ahsoka from Star Wars fans. I think he would have been over the moon. The big regret here is that he didn't get to experience that, as Filoni said. I'm glad he was at Star Wars Celebration with us, that he got to see the trailer and get a taste from the fans, and that they've been nothing but wonderful about Ray and the character." Yeah, this is interesting. That's kind of the biggest question when it comes to the Ahsoka series and Ray Stevenson's character. Obviously, they're going to do a season 2 with the cliffhanger. Literally, he's standing on top of a cliff in the last scene of the show, or one of the last scenes of the show, I should say. I think they're going to either recast or they're going to do the facial swap, like what they did with Mark Hamill and the body double that plays him in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. They might go that route, but then again, that's also very, very expensive. But like I said, simplest route they could do is just recast him. I'm sure that whatever role he has in the upcoming series or future of the Disney Plus Star Wars universe is going to be a big one, because he left out on such a huge cliffhanger. Like I said, a lot of questions were raised, none of them were really met, and just the fact that he's standing on top of the Mortis gods, he's standing on top of the father and the son, and then the headless daughter right there looking off into the distance. So one can only imagine that he's gonna be having some big implications in this new galaxy, and hopefully we get to see some more of the Mortis gods in some form or fashion in live action, because that was strictly a Clone Wars kind of thing, the whole Mortis god arc, which is some of the best Star Wars Clone Wars out there. So this might be a nice introduction into live action for them and all that, but we'll just have to wait and see. Honestly, like I said, I think we're gonna get recast with Ray Stevenson, but nothing has been announced thus so far, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, tell me what you guys think about Dave Filoni's thoughts about Ray Stevenson. Did you like his performance in the show? Did you like the character overall? And do you remember watching Ray Stevenson come on stage at Star Wars Celebration and talk about his character for a little bit? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell to get notifications for all my latest videos. That would be great. Anyway, guys, take care. See you in the next one. May the force be with you. Bye.